Here in Canada, more than 465,000 immigrants will have moved here during the last 12 months. And the influx of people has created problems for both those living here and newcomers alike. Quite simply, the country isn't prepared to handle that many new arrivals. Adding 500,000 people to the population has put a strain on housing, on schools, on the healthcare system, and on the economy. Newcomers are experiencing an economic shock when they try to find a place to live. They come up against the twin problems of cost and availability. In major cities like Vancouver and Toronto, the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is nearly $2,900 a month. That's nearly 122,000 pesos. For an unskilled worker making minimum wage, that's more than they make in a month. Rents are less than half that where I live in Alberta, in Western Canada, but the challenge here is finding a place. Vacancy rates here are expected to hover around 1% for the next year. Nationally, the vacancy rate is under 2%. The problem is the result of the housing supply failing to keep up with population growth, much of it fueled by immigration. The pandemic has made things worse. Canada's housing agency says to reach affordability, another 3.5 million units have to be built, and that's not going to happen soon. Which brings us back to newcomers. Some have simply given up. They're returning home or looking for another country to move to. According to a Reuters News report, in the first 6 months of this year, some 42,000 people left Canada. The federal government has made immigration its main weapon to fight the challenge of an aging and shrinking population. But unless it comes up with a plan to accommodate all of the new arrivals, the economy will falter, making things worse for everyone, Canadians and immigrants alike. Thomas I. Likeness, Eagle News. We live in extraordinary times.